Hello, amazing bears! Today we're going to be learning how to solve three-digit addition with regrouping in the ones place. Our I can for today is I can draw base 10 blocks on a place value chart to help me solve three-digit addition with regrouping in the ones place. Why is using a place value chart important? Right, because it's an important tool that helps us fully understand large numbers. It helps us break down each number in its correct place value, such as ones, tens, and hundreds place. And this will help us make addition easier, especially when we start adding larger numbers with a larger value. Yesterday we started talking about addition with three-digit numbers. We talked about how to build the numbers and how to add, starting in the ones place. Today we're going to continue talking about three-digit addition, but we're going to move on to regrouping. So the first example I'm going to show you is 457 plus 219. I'm going to use my hundreds, tens, and ones place value chart. So hundreds, tens, and ones. Alright, now that I've drawn my hundreds, tens, and ones place value chart, I'm going to start by building my first number, which is 457. So how many hundreds are in our number 457? How many hundreds? 4. Great job. So I'm going to draw 4 squares. Now, how many tens are in the number 457? 5. Great job. So I'm going to draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ones are in the number 457? 7. Great job. So I'm going to draw 7 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now that I've built my first number, I'm going to draw a line underneath. Now we're going to build our second number. Our second number is 219. How many hundreds do we have in the number 219? 2. So I'm going to draw 2 squares. And how many tens do we have in the number 219? 1. Great job. I'm going to draw 1 line. And last, how many ones do we have in the number 219? We have 9, so we're going to draw 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to draw a line underneath. Now we're going to start by adding our ones place first. So remember, start on the right and you'll be all right. So let's start by counting our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 ones. Wait a minute, this doesn't look right. What am I doing wrong? What does it look like I am doing wrong, my friends? Right, we can't have 2 digits in the ones place. So what we're going to do, that just tells us that we need to regroup. There are too many of our friends in the house and they need to go next door. So we're going to circle 10 of our ones and we're going to regroup and bring them to our tens place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm circling 10 of our ones, and I'm going to draw an arrow saying that these 10 ones are now becoming one 10 rod. So now that I drew my 10 rod, I'm going to cross out the circled ones. How many ones do I have left that are not circled? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, we're going to move on to our tens. How many tens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And great job on not forgetting to count the 110 that we regrouped. Now, how many hundreds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This leaves us with the answer 676. Amazing job, my friends. And for those of you that are filling out this worksheet on the computer, remember that brackets are our hundreds, the lowercase l are our tens, and a period are our ones. That's how we would draw them in if you're doing them on the computer online. Now go ahead and get your 4.3 worksheet. And we're going to work on 2 problems from the worksheet so that you get a better idea. So our first problem we're going to work out is 254 plus 116. So we're going to build our first number first, which is 254. So how many hundreds do we have in 254? 2. So I'm going to draw 2 squares. Now, how many tens do we have in the number 254? We have 5. So I'm going to draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to draw my ones. How many ones do I have in the number 254? Right. I have 4, so I'm going to draw 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I've drawn my first number, which was 254. Next, we have to draw our number 116. So how many hundreds are in the number 116? 1, right. So I'm going to draw 1 square. And how many tens are in the number 116? How many are in the tens place? Right, 1. So I'm only going to draw 1 line. 1 10 rod. So how many ones do we have in the number 116? 6. Great job. So now I'm going to draw 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now that we built both numbers, we're going to start adding in our ones place. And remember, start on the right and we'll be all right. So let's start by counting the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we have 2 digits in our ones place? No, right? Good job. So we need to circle 10 ones. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're circling our 10 ones. And we need to regroup, so we're going to draw an arrow over here. And these 10 ones are going to become a 10 rod. So we drew our 10 rod. Now that we drew our 10 rod and regroup, we can cross this out. So how many ones do we have left that are not circled? 0, right? Now we're going to count our 10s. So count each line in our tens place, including the 1 10 rod that we regrouped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 tens. Now how many hundreds do we have? 1, 2, 3. Great job. Which leaves us with our answer, 370. All right, let's do one more. Our next one we're going to do is 472 plus 209. So what's the first step we need? Right, we're going to build our first number, which is 472. So how many hundreds are in the number 472? How many are in the hundreds place? Right, 4. So I'm going to draw 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how many are in the tens place? 7. So we're going to draw 7 lines in our tens place. 7 10 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then how many ones are in 472? 2. Great job. So I'm just going to draw 2 dots. Now that we've finished building our first number, we're going to move on to building our second number, 209. So how many hundreds are in the number 209? 2. Great job. How many tens are in the number 209? How many tens? 0. So we're going to leave that empty. And how many ones are in the number 209? 9. Great job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we drew 9 ones. So now that we built both numbers, what's our next step? Right, we got to start by adding our ones place. And what's our saying? What helps us remember where we have to start with our addition? Right, start on the right and we will be all right. So let's count our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can we have 11 ones? Can we have 2 digits in our ones place? No, right? So this tells us we need to regroup. So let's count 10 of our ones, 10 of our dots. We're going to circle 10 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. All right, so I circled 10 of them. And now we got to draw an arrow to our tens place. And that's telling us that we need to add a 10 rod because these 10 ones are going to become a 10 rod. I ran out of room right here, but I'm going to just draw my 10 rod right there. And now that I drew my 10 rod, I can cross off what I circled. How many ones are left that are not circled? Right, 1. And how many 10s do we have? How many 10 rods do we have, including the one that we regrouped? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many hundreds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which leaves us with 681. Great job, my friends. Remember, my friends, if you still need help or you have any questions, we will still have Power Hour and Math Help Meets. So feel free to jump on those meets so that we can help you. If you have any questions, we're also available by email. So please reach out if you need any help. Have a wonderful day.